So here we have the Nissan Juke Techno Automatic on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But from the outside you'll see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then we can work our way around the rest of the car from there. So you'll see as we approach the back of the car we don't have any reversing sensors. That's because this car's got a 360 parking camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car. Plenty of boot space along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat, and then the boot space is increased by lifting, and you can remove also this tray, and as you can see, extra space underneath there for you. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's loads to run through on this dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer. At the top in the middle you'll see the total miles on this car are only 480, so very low mileage. Just beneath that we have a trip computer, the information of which can be changed by pushing a button on the left hand side of the steering wheel. We also have up there the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauge, and the P in the centre directly below that is for park, just to show you what gear the car is currently in at all times. As we back out to the steering wheel, the button I was using a moment ago for the trip computer is that one there, but we've also got stereo controls on this side, as well as the ability to answer and end phone calls when somebody calls you, once you paired your phone for Bluetooth, of course. And on the right hand side we've got cruise control and speed limiter just down here. With regards to pairing the phone, it's done over on this central screen. Before we come back to that, you can see radio-wise we have DAB digital radio. This car also has AM and FM radio as well. On top of that we've got a CD player. We have auxiliary and USB input, both accessed via that button, and I said I'd come back to the phone, we've got Bluetooth audio. So not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you can also listen to your music wirelessly as well. I mentioned when we were at the back of the car that this car had a 360 camera. If I pop it into reverse, you can see just there, we've got the reversing camera on the right with guidelines showing you where the car is headed in relation to the image that you see. And then we have a bird's eye view of the car on the left-hand side of the screen. If I press the camera button just here, we then get a front-facing, or if I pop it back in park, we get a front-facing camera and a front near-side wheel view as well. Every push of that will give us a different view. So we could have a front-facing view and a bird's eye view, for example. The only thing you can't access off that button is the rear view camera. That is done by putting the car into reverse. This car also has satellite navigation, which is accessed just up here, and there's a full video showing how that works on our Facebook page and our website as well. Beneath that, we've got the climate control. So if you press climate, you can adjust the temperature with this dial, fan speed with this one. Air conditioning is on as long as that light is on, so that button turns it on or off. Or you can put it on auto, and the car will maintain that temperature for you by readjusting the fan speed itself, which you see it doing now. You can then override that should you wish to turn automatic off. You can then determine where within the car you'd like the air to blow. Now this screen doubles up as not only the climate control but the driver mode button, so you can change the mode or the way in which the car drives. By pressing that, you'll see all of these menus change completely straight away. So over here we've got normal driving mode, sport or eco, and it will change the setup of the engine, the gearbox and the steering, as well as the air conditioning as well. So you can have it in any one of those three modes or customize it as you wish using the buttons down the right hand side. Underneath that we've got the USB and auxiliary input, a 12-volt charging socket, the fully automatic gearbox, and then underneath the central armrest, driver and passenger heated seats. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.